Hello class, today we're going to be doing Unit 8 and our Lesson 1 study guide. So let's look at the first problem here. The income of Annie's family in 2008 is $65,000. From 2008 to 2011, the income of the family increased by 20% per year. So what is the total amount of income of Annie's family from 2008 to 2011? So what we want to do for this is refer back to our formulas. So we're going to be using one of these four here. So we know the starting amount in 2008, and we're looking at the growth of the money from 2008 to 2011. So we can call 2008 the first year. Then we have 2009, 2010, and 2011. That will be our fourth year. So that is the year we're interested in. We know that the amount of money increases by 20% every year. And then the total amount of income, that's what we want to find. So the money from this year added to the money from 2009, added to the money from 2010, and finally added to 2011. So every year, the amount of money is being multiplied. So if I'm starting with $65,000 and I want to keep that the same, I can multiply it by 100%. So if in 2008, the income was $65,000, and we keep it at 100%, that means the next year in 2009, it's also going to be $65,000. But we're trying to increase by 20% here. So if we multiply by 120%, that means in the year 2009, there's going to be more money. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to multiply and find the sum. So the one where that happens is our geometric series. Geometric means we're multiplying, and the series means we want to add up all of the numbers in the sequence. So that is our formula that we're going to use, a geometric sequence series. So we need a1 minus a1 multiplied by r raised to the n power, and we have 1 minus r. All right, we know what a1 is. That's the starting amount of money. So 65,000 minus 65,000. Our rate is what we're multiplying by. And I want to give that as a decimal. So right now this is a percent. I want to take that 120%, move the decimal place twice to get 1.2. So that is my rate. That's my R value. So 1.2, that's raised to the n power. N is the year that we're looking at, or the number in the sequence. In this case, we're trying to find out the fourth year. So 4 is my n value. And now we're going to divide it by 1 minus r, so 1 minus 1.2. Okay, we want to take this information and put it into Desmos. So we have the $65,000 minus $65,000 being multiplied by 1.2. And that 1.2 is raised to the fourth power. Then on the bottom of our fraction, we have 1 minus 1.2. All right, so here's our answer, $348,920. So $348,920 is our answer. Let's move on to number 2. So we won the lottery and we won $5 million. So instead of getting the $5 million at once, we want to get payments over 20 years. So in the first year, we're going to receive $150,000. And every year, the amount they pay us will increase by 4% until we reach the $5 million. So if I get $150,000 in the first year, if I wanted the same amount of money in the next year, I would multiply it by 100%. But I'm trying to increase by 4%. So let's multiply it by 104%. If we turn that 104% into a decimal, we get 1.04. So we're always multiplying by 1.04. That is our R value. So same process here. We're going to end up using the same formula for a geometric series. And that's because I want to find the total amount of lottery winnings. Whatever I get every year, I want to add that all up to find the amount of money I would have after 20 years. So A1 is the amount we get paid in the first year, which is $150,000. So we're subtracting $150,000. It's going to get multiplied by our R value, which is 1.04. And that's raised to the n power. How many years are we looking at here? We're interested in the 20th year, so n is 20. And so now we have 1 minus 1.04. Let's go to Desmos. So we have 150,000. Oops. Subtract 150,000. Multiply that by 1.04. Raised to the 20th power. And on the bottom we have 1 minus 1.04. All right, so this is telling us that after 20 years, all of the payments they made to us every year, it would have added up to $4,466,711 with like 79 cents. So that is $4,466,711 with about 79 cents. Okay, for this study guide, I don't want you guys to worry about that last problem on the page or the back side. Your next step is to go into Google Classroom and complete the quiz that goes with this study guide.